You know, when you're buying a home, there is a lot of paperwork flying around. The truth is, there are really only 3 primary documents that make the whole process work. They are the listing agreement, the purchase agreement, and the buyer-broker agreement. And while exact forms can differ by state, region, county, sometimes city, or even brokerage, the basic components are really consistent across all those versions. So buyers and sellers can always count on the essentials of their transactions to be covered. So the purpose of today's video is I want to break those 3 different documents or agreements down in really simple terms so that you can understand what the purpose of the document is, and by the end of the video, you'll be able to see how they all fit together. Let's start with the listing agreement. The listing agreement is between the seller and their real estate agent. The document or the agreement gives that agent the exclusive right to market and sell the property for the seller. It covers things like how long the home will be on the market, what the listing price will be, the agent's responsibilities, and it will determine what the compensation will be for the listing agent. So you can think of it kind of as the job contract that empowers the listing agent to put the house on the MLS so that other agents can find the property, and so that it can be syndicated across consumer search sites like Zillow or Realtor.com or Homes.com. The agreement also empowers the agent to run open houses and negotiate with buyers. Now, the purchase agreement, that's the agreement when a buyer makes an offer on a property. It spells out the purchase price they're willing to pay, what their loan and down payment details are, how long they have for inspections or to secure insurance on the property, and who pays for what costs. It also details how many days for escrow. And it'll do things like if there's special requests, like maybe a buyer really likes a dining room set and they want it to be included. That can be a part of a purchase agreement. It's really the roadmap for the buyer's transaction. It basically sets the rules for how they go from we want to buy this house to here are the keys to your new home. Now, the third agreement that we're going to talk about is the buyer-broker agreement. So the buyer-broker agreement isn't some big scary contract. It's really just a simple document that sets the ground rules for the working relationship between a buyer and an agent. It does things like outline the period of representation, which could be as simple and short as a single property showing or a single day or a week, or it can be as expansive as the entire state of California for up to 90 days and everything in between. It can be canceled at any time. The buyer-broker agreement also establishes the maximum commission allowed for the buyer's agent. It's interesting to note that the number can go down, but it can't go up. And in most cases, the seller covers the costs. In short, the agreement really makes it official that the agent is representing the buyer and that they're going to negotiate for the buyer and put their best interests first. One thing that is interesting to note is that since August of 2024, the industry actually requires a buyer-broker agreement before an agent and a buyer can tour homes. And this applies to not just in-person tours, but also virtual tours. So when you're headed out to tour homes with your agent, you'll want to make sure that you both sign that buyer-broker agreement. With these 3 documents all in place, you'll be able to shop for homes and shop with confidence. You'll know the process is set up to protect everyone involved, the seller, the buyer, and their respective agents. I hope this video was helpful. I'm Jeannie Stevens, your Move Champion.